Hello everybody, Dave Neal here, stand-up comic, host of Bachelor Nation News, and in this video we've got a highly requested topic, which is Arie Jr. and wife Lauren launching a new app, which is getting ridiculed, I mean lambasted, roasted by audiences all across the world. Chris Harrison endorses the app. Chris Harrison said, Lauren Zeman and I used Arie's new app, Duo, come along for the ride. And it's like, what did he pay you to do that? What kind of blackmail does he have on you to get you to promote and peddle his app? Now, I want you to know something. Yes, I've been hypercritical of Arie's PPP loan issue and, some of the ways he complains about the price of avocados in Hawaii at his second home and, trying to barely be able to fund having a Range Rover as a car as, young parents or whatever the hell may be. But I got to say, I have always appreciated influencers milking the hell out of their fan base, and milking we will have here. So get ready. I hope you're not lactose intolerant. Arie is about to milk the hell out of you. So I'm going to read some of the comments that you guys have left because it's hilarious. So essentially they create this app called Duo, which it's a free app. Let's go here to some of the articles about it or whatever they have. Dates on Duo is a new Instagram account. And, they got the app. They got the photo they took in front of the app. Like, yeah, we did it. But like I said, I'm all about the free market. If people want to pay for this, that's on them. I don't blame Arie for monetizing his social media. Is it going to come off a little predatory? Maybe, but that's on you. If you decide to click on it, that's on you. So here are some of the art for the app. Swipe through hundreds of unique date ideas. So essentially how it works is this. It's a free app, so it's free to download. But if you want to actually get curated dates, you have to pay. And apologies for not knowing the price. It's something like $20 to $30 a month. So here they've got different dating ideas. Glamping, picnic in the park, grape stomping, and archery. Now, so if you do pay for the date consultant, I don't know, some intern from Groupon, if you do pay for this person to help you out here, that doesn't cover the cost of the actual date. And I have to say, whenever anyone mentions grape stomping, I have to share this clip. Please enjoy this clip.
One of the things that's done is right here, these buckets are filled with grapes. What kind of grapes?
So this is one of the most iconic YouTube videos of all time. It's 1 minute and 26 seconds long. I'm not going to play the full thing for you. This has 20 million views. But essentially, this poor young lady who worked for Fox 5 was stomping on grapes, and she has a tragic fall. Have a watch. Live on air, and just the sounds of her soul leaving her. Now, she ended up being okay, but I think she was very traumatized by this. But look, like I said, if anyone ever mentions grape stomping, contractually, I'm obligated to share this clip with you guys. All right, let's keep the party going here. So the app's got all these different dating things you can do. Order a surprise date and let our experts plan an incredible experience for you and your partner. Now, logistically speaking, this is kind of tough. What if you live in Des Moines, Iowa? What if you live in, Duluth, wherever the hell Duluth is? How do they have experts that know what dates you should go on? And this is where it gets kind of fun because people have, been commenting, oh my gosh, I live in Maryland in the winter and they wanted me to go pet dolphins. And it's like, go kick rocks. Well, we got a date for you there. So they're getting a lot of hate. So someone had posted this on Reddit saying how not only are they offering dating ideas, but in the comment section, they're selling you an affiliate link to the same things you need for the date, which again, I don't necessarily have a problem with that. If you're an influencer and you can get people to click on a link, you're entitled to a tiny percentage of whatever that may offer. So here we have this was posted, PSA for anyone using Arie and Lauren's new app. Even if you are just browsing their date ideas for free, they're making commissions on Amazon affiliates. And again, like I said, no problem with that. If you downloaded it, this one's on you. But here's what's interesting. Someone said, are people so starved for ideas for dates that they need need reality stars to tell them to make pasta. Screenshot from Duo's privacy policy. This is where it gets a little murky. We may sell and may have sold in the last 12 months the following categories of personal information. And so this just tells you exactly what of your information, if you've downloaded the app, that they're selling to other people. And someone said, wow, that's a lot of data they're selling. And it's like, well, you know, if you have an iPhone or any sort of device or social media, people are making money off you. So here are just some of the roasting that people have done based on the app. I have secondhand embarrassment for the lengths they are willing to go to make money. Like, I cannot imagine sleeping at night knowing I purposefully rip people off. I gotta say, call the app stupid, because it's basically like Groupon but at a smaller scale. But I think if you sign up for it, you know what you're kind of getting into. You're paying for access to a date and supporting maybe one of your favorite alumni from the show. Someone said, you definitely do not need to buy a pasta drying rack or an entire cookbook to make fresh pasta. Pinterest and Google are free. If anyone needs ideas, you can also check out date night in boxes or stuff on Etsy. So the deal is, it's like, look, like I said, if there's a market for something and it doesn't harm others and people are willing to buy it, by all means, create the app. It's just hilarious, the hate. Lauren and Arie have united Bachelor Nation in just hating on them. I love the idea of these two as the relationship experts, such that they can endorse this app. You too can find happiness in a 4-year relationship on television with an incredibly rich spouse who went on TV and was dumped, and then went on TV again and picked someone else, and then dumped them, and then picked you, just like us. Very funny stuff. Very funny stuff. Okay, let's read a couple more of your things. This app is my favorite train wreck to watch. Same, I'm absolutely loving this content. Others hate the aesthetic. And then here is one. Check this out. Check out this date idea and more on the Duo app. And on the bottom it says, so it's just another example that the app is not only grammatically has issues, but also on the back end. When people click on the links, 404 not found, and then someone had found in Columbia, I'm assuming North Carolina or Maryland, there's so many Columbias. It said swimming with dolphins, and they're like, well, it's February. Why would I want to swim with dolphins? And it's like, well, do what you got to do. Here's my favorite date: rock skipping. Summary: there is something mysteriously satisfying, not to mention challenging, about coaxing a stone to hop repeatedly across the water's surface. And again, I'm no English expert. Does waters need a comma here? Because it's, anyway, I don't know. And then someone left this comment: is there a way to have date ideas be season and area relevant? I'm getting a lot of suggestions like swimming with dolphins and wakeboarding and paddleboarding while I live in DC and it's winter. Also, with this economy, what are some budget-friendly date ideas? I got to tell you something. If you're looking for budget-friendly dating ideas, why are you downloading an app that's going to literally, have a professional that you have to pay money for to, I don't know. So here's an interesting one. Surprise date questionnaire. Yours and your partner's estimated height and weight. Now, look, if you're jumping out of a plane, like what sort of dates would it be important to know your spouse or your partner's weight? Well, maybe you want to go on a date on a seesaw. You can't have one heavier person on a seesaw. That's no fun. Maybe the date is involving bungee jumping. You don't want to exceed whatever but again, if you weigh 200 pounds and the sort of weight limit for bungee jumping is 190, do you feel real confident if you weigh 185 pounds going on that? I certainly don't. Oh, so anyway, that's all we got for the Arie and Lauren stuff. And look, I'm not even trying to be a hater. By all means, make the app, do what you got to do, sell it, milk it, slap it, skip it, do whatever you got to do. You know what I mean? Make your money. It's the egregious thing that I kind of had to pull at was the PPP loans, which of course it's like, do they really need that money if they're out there, living the life, buying expensive avocados at their second home, their vacation home in Hawaii? But maybe they did. Maybe they're in debt and they have some gambling debt we don't know about. I would watch that movie. So anyway, I showed you this in my previous 2 videos. This is a private home tour that I did of the place we're staying at in Bali. Awesome tub. Is this doing it justice? This is a full
So, because there's not.
So I understand maybe the irony on making fun of Arie here, milking his followers, but all I ask of you guys is to watch the content. You don't have to buy any of my crazy apps. Although if you wanted to join the Patreon and watch the full 7-minute video of that, I won't be the one to stop you. Patreon.com/Dave Neal. No big deal there. Either way, let's watch the rest of this grape stomping video.
Oh, I can't. Ow, ow, ow. Oh, stop. Oh, stop. I can't breathe. Stop.
Oh, no. Oh,
boy,
dear.
I think she's actually hurt.
No, I
there.
think she is.
Yeah, she's
Ouch.
hurt. She took a hard fall off there. Boy,
Okay.
gosh, I hope she's okay.
Okay. We're going to make sure she is.
We'll try and
Gus
check
is
on
there.
her and get back
All
to you
right.
as soon as we can.
We'll be back right after this. Gee.
There it is, Fox 5, folks. All right, that's it for me. Everyone have a fantastic weekend. I've got Bachelor Rush Hour, the podcast, happening this afternoon. I'm going to go record it right after this. I'll tell you about my my dealing with the macaque. Am I pronouncing that right? Is it macaque? I feel like I'm pronouncing that wrong. I feel like I'm pronouncing that the way like an 8th grader would pronounce it when they heard the term for the first time. Either way, the monkeys that live out here in Bali, I've got a nice little encounter with them. So, of course, day 1 in Bali, I'm already picking fights with the old apes out here. But I will tell you more about that story over there on Bachelor Rush Hour. Link in the comment section to go check out that podcast. And I will be back. I might have some content for you this weekend. I'm not too sure, but we'll be back either way on Monday for more Bachelor Nation news. Have a fantastic weekend. As they say, do something I wouldn't do and then some.